Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel, Divine and Gifted. I am Shay. What's up? Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you guys. I'm here to do an energy check-in to see what's going on with the collective, okay? Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Okay. On that, let's see. Spirit messages do you have for the collective, working in their highest good for their highest favor? Can we get current energy that's going on with them, current blockages, all that, what they need to know, why they need to know, how they need to know it. Pride. So, current blockage that's coming out is pride, imagination, and empathy. Okay, so what this is saying is that with the current blockages that's coming out with this pride, this empathy, and this imagination is sometimes you allow yourself to get in your head. Sometimes you overthink. And what I'm getting is you have a lot of dreams and you have a lot of desires, aspirations, or what so have you, but sometimes you let your pride get in the way, or sometimes you allow negative self-talk, unhealthy habits within self, outdated beliefs, or just outdated cycles, systems, patterns, or what so have you, reoccurring things that's coming into your life. You let these things stop and block you from moving forward. And I also believe with this empathy card, this is like you can see the lighter side, you can be hopeful about everything and everyone else, but when it comes to self, you kind of let yourself down a bit. So to see the pride card come out as a blockage, to me, this is saying that it's not even you get discouraged easily, but you don't believe in yourself enough. And sometimes you let your thoughts get the best of you with this imagination card, when you should be manifesting and setting yourself up for an abundant lifestyle. Sometimes you get stuck in this pattern and cycle of constantly thinking of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or constantly thinking of how you let yourself down, or times where you failed, or constantly going back to what someone has said to you and replaying these things over and over in your head, which is what stops and blocks you from moving forward with this empathy card here. And instead of you giving compassion, what you do is you sit and you dwell on the fact of however something is unfolding or what's happening here, and it kind of attacks you in a way to where it attacks your self-esteem. It attacks how you view. It gives you a distorted view, not only about yourself, but just about the things that's going on around you, or the things that's going to be unfolding for you. Okay. For these energy blockages, baby. Can we get the best advice here? Let's see. Can we get a self-love oracle? Nah, let's pull one of these. We ain't pulled one of these in a while. Okay. Can we get the best advice for the collective for these energy blockages, please and thank you? Energy blockages. So it says, do I know all my strengths? Am I using them? And do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Okay, it says we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Today's soul action says, how can I use one of my soul gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Now, because the pride card is here and the imagination card is here, like I said, you have a hard time with believing in yourself. And you can say what you want. Oh, I don't have a hard time believing in myself. Like, I know blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. Then if you know, then why, when you get into a space to where something isn't going your way, or when something isn't actually unfolding how you thought, or when you get a little lost or confused, or when you have a little minor setbacks, why do you go back to the negative aspects? Or why do you allow yourself to sit and dwell or harbor onto resentments? If you know, if you have confidence, and if you are truly believing in yourself, why do you have times, periods, days, weeks, months, hours, minutes of just thinking on how something isn't working or how something didn't work? Okay. Do you know all your strengths? And I honestly feel like some of you guys may not know what you're good at, or some of you guys may not know what your strength is. Some of you guys may only know how to go get the money. Some of you guys may only know how to give love to people who aren't reciprocating energy. Some of you guys only know how to show up for people and not show up for yourself. And there is nothing wrong with that. But today we just need to be more consciously aware of where we are, how we are, and why we are, so we can start building our own strength within us. Whatever that is, it's going to happen differently for everybody. Okay. I do want to take one more. Do I know all my strengths, and am I using them? This says, am I focused on what I want most? Okay. That imagination. Are you focused on the things that you're lacking? Are you trying to manifest from a place of lack? Or are you focused on where you're going? Are you really putting your time, energy, and effort on the seeds that you're going to be planting to bring in, to watch grow and prosper, and to see the flowers bloom? Okay. But this says, one reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Today's soul action. What you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. Okay, so what is it that you need to prioritize in your life right now? And let me be clear, sometimes what we need to prioritize is ourselves. It's taking the time to actually nurture and love, speak, uplift, encourage, inspire ourselves. Okay, another thing that we may need to prioritize is time management. Listen, I need help with time management. Okay, it's me. Okay, it is me. Okay, so sometimes you have to be able to know and recognize your flaws so you can see what your strengths are. Like, okay, this is where I need improvement, but this is where I'm A1 at. Okay, but and also with this, am I focused on what I want most? I just feel like what Spirit is trying to bring to your attention is, although things may not be going as expected, as planned, or as you wanted them to, but understand, the more you know yourself, the more confident you are in what you are, who you are, and where you're going, the more focused you get on your desired outcome, the more easily your life will be, and the more easily you will begin to manifest, the more easily you will begin to attract. Okay, your true heart's desire. Okay, so let's keep it kicking. Let's see what's going on with the collective, the energy that's coming in for the collective, who or what is coming towards the collective, what does the collective needs to know, all that. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now this kind of wanted to come out reverse, sideways, or what so have you, but I do feel as though with this Nine of Pentacles coming out, there is a need for you to call back your power. This Nine of Pentacles is, you're trying to be free, you want to be free, but you are still tied, or you're still kind of stuck in a situation. Now this situation could be mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. It could be relationship wise. However it is, whatever it is that's keeping you from being free, from keeping you from being your true authentic self, from keeping you from just sitting in peaceful energy. Okay, because the Nine of Pentacles is let's not even go there. I just see this as you needing to call back your power from the things that you've been giving your time and energy to, and withholding a space within yourself to plant seeds within yourself, to grow within yourself. So when you do walk and you do talk and you do speak, you're speaking from something that is within you. Okay. I just feel like you guys need to call y'all power back, because I feel like through many relationships, there was times of lack, there was times of separation, there was times of insecurities and a lot of anxiety. And I just feel as though, because in this card, 5 Pentacles are on the right, 3 Pentacles are on the left. What so have you? You know how y'all were looking at it. I just feel as though now is the time to find balance. Okay? Now is the time to find balance and confidently call your power back. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles here. That's what I'm saying. Because you know the saying, you can't give from an empty cup, right? So because you need to call your power back, because you've been depleting your energy. You've been over expressing, over giving, overstepping, over just, you've been so understanding, so compassionate, so loving, so giving, so just so to everyone else. And now it's time for you to show up for yourself. And now it's time for you to stop giving your power, your energy away to things, person, place, or thing, thought, feeling, or emotion that is not contributing to your success. That's not contributing to your abundant lifestyle. That's not contributing to your soft life. That's not contributing to the life in which you deserve and wish to live. Okay. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, you see how balanced this is. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Spirit is giving out gifts. Okay. What else? Give me a few more. Hold on, wait a minute. Now, I also see that there is a higher perspective that needs to be had here, because what you're doing is you're in this very self-sabotage energy with the Ten of Wands here to the Seven of Swords. I do feel as though you're trying to compartmentalize a lot of unhappiness. I do feel like you're trying to not really focus on the things that really hurt you, or the things that really set you back, or the things that you have been really holding on to, you become attached to. And these things have created patterns. Okay, they've created behavioral patterns. They've created cycles. They've created karma. And these things really need to be paid attention to. You can't just disregard this part that you went through. You can't disregard the hurt, the pain, the deceit, the deception, the lies, betrayal. You cannot disregard that. You actually have to embrace it and accept it, and understand that everything that you went through, everything that you experienced, everything that you came in contact, every person that you came in contact with, every encounter or what so have you, these things were stepping stones. And it's like they're stepping stones to get you to a higher level, it's like, I don't know if I'm making this make sense. In order for you to know what betrayal is, you had to go through a period, or you had to deal with someone who betrayed you. So you can then know, like, oh, this is real deceitful. This is deception. This is betraying. Like, you have to know what these things are. Okay. So it's just like, just because you know, don't mean that they have to stay with you. Don't mean that you have to hold on to these things. Okay, because again, we're in this energy of where we want to take action, to where we want to go. Pause. Now, what I do see here is that some of you guys are recently becoming single, or you guys are finding or gaining freedom from a situation, from a person, place, or thing. And this situation has had its toll on you for a while. Okay, you understand me? Whoever this person is, whoever you were dealing with, they were putting you through the ringer, and for a long time you lived a double life, and this tore you up inside out. You were in one thing and you were in another thing, and it kind of like ripped you in half. But this rip in half is actually good, because this is like, now you can create a new identity. Now you can create a new person. Now you can create, like, you can become you can start rebuilding yourself. Okay, so do not look at this as a bad, but I do see someone here with this King of Wands energy who was in and out of a situation, who was going back and forth, and the situation that you were in, it did cause a lot of hurt. It caused a lot of pain to one person, and you're not looking at how it has caused pain or how it's hurt you. You get what I'm saying? And I need you guys to understand that, because you have your guard up, you're very defensive with this King of Wands energy. You're very defensive. You're very guarded. You're very jaded here as well. And you just need to accept your truth. whoever this is resonating with, you just need to accept your truth and accept that you was hurt and accept that you was lied to and accept that you was cheated out of something. I don't know if they were cheating on you, you were cheating on them, or if they cheated you, or if they sold you a dream, or if they made you believe one thing but actions and stuff like that, it started to reveal their hand. Because what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords to the Magician card here is that you were dealing with someone who was very deceptive and manipulative here. Is definitely what I'm picking up on. And there was some type of third party situation here with the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. There was a lot of lies. With the Magician and the Seven of Swords right next to each other, there was a lot of lies and deceptions that was connected here. Now, I do feel as though for some of you guys let your ego, you guys let your ego keep you stuck, tied, and bound to a situation, feeding your trauma, feeding you your codependency, feeding your guilt, feeding your inner child that was felt abandoned, and you got trapped in a cycle with someone, and it was very hard for you to get out of this cycle, break free, or what so have you, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so if that's something that you're dealing with, let me pull your best advice real quick. Best advice. I do see the Tower. So you guys are going through some type of major changes here. Best advice. The Ace of Air. It says brilliant new ideas, inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, and challenge a new beginning. And now you're going through awakening with this Tower, because I know the Tower ain't come out, but I seen the Tower. Now you're going through, like I said, look, you guys are very guarded, defensive, trying to protect something, but you need to not protect something that you're trying to understand that what you're trying to protect now is coming from a very hurt space. So you have all these boundaries set in place, but it's time to have new boundaries. Okay, it's time to set new boundaries here, healthy boundaries, because these are all like what you're trying to protect, or your defensiveness is not coming from it's not coming from a good space. Okay. But with this Ace of Wands here for you guys is best advice. This says brilliant new ideas and inspiration. So you are being encouraged and inspired to go in a new direction, to choose something new, to choose something better, to go do something better. Okay, with the Nine of Wands, don't give up. Protect what you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. I said believe in yourself 4 or 5 times already. And what's happening here is because you are going through this awakening, you're starting to realize that you've been fighting against what you truly want this whole time. And this is why the relationship was unsettling. This is why the relationship didn't excel, it didn't exceed, it didn't prosper. This is why you will only get so far in this relationship. And now you're starting to realize that you've been trying to fight for something, and you were leaving yourself, like your heart, unguarded, unprotected, unsafe. And this made you very insecure within yourself. This made you very unstable within yourself. And now with this Ace of Swords, this is now you're starting to wake up. You're starting to see. You're starting to become more open to new ideas and new possibilities. But you are very hesitant on moving forward because you are guarded. And like I said, because you've been hurt before, because you've already been down these paths, you're very jaded. Okay, and not to say you just have some healing that you need to do, but understand that because it's the Ace of Swords, this means that the truth will always be revealed when you seek it. And sometimes you may not like what you see, Ten of Swords. Sometimes you may not like what you see. Sometimes you may have a hard time with accepting who the truth is coming from. But understand that the truth is always required in order for you to excel and exceed. Okay? But all in all, your best advice, if you're going through this situation, is it's not going to be easy. But allow it to unfold how it needs to, and learn how to follow your heart, and learn how to protect the person that you are becoming, and understand that it's okay to say no. It's okay to stay disciplined within your no. It's okay to disconnect, to cut off, to detach, to let go of someone who is misusing your heart, who is misusing your intentions, who is misusing your time. It's okay, and do not feel bad, guilty, sad for that. Okay? Eight of Cups, you're being guided to walk away from a situation, or you're walking away from a situation that you thought brought a lot of emotional fulfillment, and you're starting to realize through this awakening here that it's like, I don't know what was happening, but something, you were being pulled in one direction and you never followed your heart, or you were having a hard time of following your heart. And like I said, you were self-sabotaging. You were making yourself believe based upon what you've been through, or I don't know. I just see a stuck cycle. But anywho's, back to what I was saying before, but I do see a person being very liberated here. I do see a cycle that's closing out, a cycle that's ending. But I also feel as though with this Magician card, for some of you guys, this Magician card is coming out because now it's time for you to claim, call, regardless of what you've been through. Now it's time for you to don't let this energy stop and block you. What is that? And why are they doing that during my video? Like, oh my gosh, let me wrap this up. Let me get up out of here. But this Seven of Swords is use your, because I want to say use your wounds to your advantage, but it's like, don't allow your past to hold you back, to keep you from planning and strategizing and manifesting. Use all this that you've been through, use this as a stepping stool to create the life in which you want. Okay. The Three of Cups here to the Three of Wands is, look at this. Everything is based upon perception. These wands are behind you. You only have one wand here. Okay. Leave what you need to leave behind and go after what you need to go after. Choose a better, higher, greater path. Okay? Because once you get past this mental blockage, once you get past all this that you've been through, this is what's out there. Beauty. It's nothing but unlimited opportunities. It's nothing but just bliss. Okay? You see how the mountains are gone? Like, just get into the card real quick. You see how the mountains are gone? Like, bruh. But anywho, yeah. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys there. What's at the bottom of this deck here? Page of Cups. Okay, some of you guys could be really learning how to trust your intuition at this time. Okay. Let's pull best advice. Can we get an angel situation? Best advice. Conflict. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is right. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should do. Okay? Listen. Because I understand what you've been through. I understand how something is breaking down. I understand how you are so confused and you're wondering, how could this have unfolded like this when everything was like this? Like, it was perfect, but it was never perfect. You created that cycle, that version, or it was all a facade because it wasn't coming from your truth. It was coming from what you thought was your truth based upon your current experiences. And now that you're starting to elevate, now that your mind is starting to expand, now that you are starting to want a different lifestyle, everything that does not fit in that lifestyle can no longer continue on with you. It has to cease to exist to create a new path, a new journey. Okay? So, courage. Dare to be different. To make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist, in this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart. You are one with all of creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. Okay? So I'm gonna leave you guys there. Peace and prosperity to each and every one of you guys. Bye, loves.